folks, welcome back. In this part 2 episode of Alpha Model AMG GT Black Series, we keep going the build. In the previous episodes, you did see how it's prepared, how it's primed. In the today episode, we will paint it. That will be the focus. I made you available these dark blue renders. So in the previous episode, it was dark gray, but this will be the final color will be dark blue. You will understand this episode why I'm telling this to you. Also, I additionally printed the 3D wheels. If you're interested, these Sepang wheels, I will place in the video description a download link. Just don't forget the wheels not created exactly for this model, so I made some modifications in the barrel and the connector side length, that if you want to use the same wheel for the same Alpha model kit, you need to make the same modifications on your own, just to keep in mind. The print came out well, cured, and the idea is that I will use with the original rubber tires, so the same size as the original one. It'll give a different look and feel for the model, a more aggressive racing style. For the wheels, I have to lower a little bit the level of the car, so I a little bit carved out from the wheel holders, sanded out, not too much, just 1 millimeter roughly, not more, to lower enough the wheel to have better look and feel with this wide body kit. This stage before the painting, you have to do checks, fittings, lowering. Later point in time, it's more difficult. Prime the wheels with Mr. Hoppy 1000 and after 1500 surfacer. I also primed the 3D extensions like the rear wings. The left and right spoilers. This is also part of the body kit. And let's the painting get started. So I started this journey with a Mercedes color. The color code and name was anthracite blue metallic. During the preparation it looked nice. If you see that, it's also sparkling a little bit and shining a bit. A tinned, mixed, sprayed with thin layers. Start getting this dark gray blackish anthracite color. This stage I was happy with the results, how it is going. also use the smaller airbrush for approaching the inner side of the body, the connection points. After it's getting darker and darker and not getting the anthracite blue for some reason, this paint, with high volume of paint coat point of view, not returning that shiny look and feel, sparkling final look and feel I wanted to achieve. But it's getting more to the color, it's not showing what I wanted to see. I could say that, you can say this, hey, why not you make a test paint? Because most of the cases, in 90% of the paints, you're getting what you want. And this paint probably not gave what I wanted, because this was a color paint shop mixed paint. Probably during the mixing procedure it became more darker and not what I originally configured, but no worries on that. I used for an advantage this situation. Let's have as a base flat primer surface for a wonderful build on the top, some reflecting other colors. So I send it with 3000 sending, just to not have any issues with that, and I selected the Tamiya LP color, which code name is Pearl Blue, so LP47 Pearl Blue. It's shining, sparkling. It looks like a flip-flop paint with some blue and purple particles in it. I already used this paint previously on another project. I had this available, so that was a perfect fit to use it, because I know how this paint reacts well, and it's really overshining what I wanted to achieve with this. So the whole project I converted to this bluish. The blue will help better to have the extensions, the wide body kits, spoilers, more look and feel. The spoilers will be painted black, but the base body will be bluish, dark bluish, with this sparkling and shining lacquer paint of Tamiya. So for this Tamiya, I used the Tamiya lacquer thinner to have smooth surface. It was a wonderful selection and choice, and you can see from this blackish automotive paint is turned into blue and purplish, dark blue, dark purple color, which is continuously reflecting and shining. If you see it under the sunlight or with the LED light, it's wonderful, showing up a two-component flip-flop paint. Deserved this project to have this look and feel. That was my feeling. I also cut out the extensions and photo-etch details for the brakes and brake calipers. If you cut out, better to remove with a small sander machine the edges. I used epoxy resin glue because you can still able to position where you want, and after it's give a strong gluish result. You could use also instant glue. After the first layers of blue paint, remove the imperfections and dust before going with the final layers on this to have a more smooth surface. You don't need to wait too much. It's curing in less than a half hour. If you're working with thin layers, under 50 minutes, half hour, you can send this. Depends on your temperature, with the normal room temperature I'm talking about. You need to make sure with these paints, airbrush, you adding enough layers. I also painted with the same pearl blue the brake calipers. integrated look and feel. If I would own a real Alpha model AMG GT, I would paint the same way. The same color the brake caliper like the body. Not have red or other maybe. So finalizing with painting, have a standard body on that, and now the lacquer layer is starting. I use the 2-component automotive varnish lacquer layer, which using also hardener, so you need to mix 1 stage varnish and half stage hardener, and additionally you add thinner based on the ratio that you can spray out. You need to thin enough with these high pressure airbrushes to have just coat with thin layers. The first layer should be thin, the second layer can be thicker. On the 3rd, 4th, 5th or 6th layers you can go more thicker ones. You need to continuously monitor the thinning ratio. If you see some orange peeling, you need to increase the thinning ratio. That's the logic. Nothing serious. That's all. You should not overspray, because then it's just collecting the dust. Between the layers, you should wait 10 minutes in room temperature before you spray a new layer on the top. You can see now this flip-flop color started reflecting, so the blue and purple showing up at the same time. This 2-component automotive lacquer will give a solid coat on that. I will at the end, after the coating, I will spray some maybe something for the roof or the hood. Some semi-gloss or matte sections on that, but I want to make sure I have a strong 2K 2-component coating which preserving the paint quality on the level I want. That's a critical stage of the body. Don't worry if you see some dust in it. That's the whole logic of the 2-component paints. That the dust will come on the top, and you will be able to sand this down, and you will be able to polish down. You don't need to worry on that. The point is that the dust should not stick on the surface. If the dust particle is just floating in the lacquer layer, you can sand this down, and you can polish it. These 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th coats should give equal finish and equal look, equal surface. If you, just reminder, if you see orange peel, you need to add more thinner or more layers. Don't leave on that level, or you monitor if the orange peel is disappearing. If not disappearing the orange peel, then you will need to spend more time on the sanding. Just wasting a lot of time and energy. Better if you monitor the thinning ratio and the temperature. Thinning ratio and temperature go hand in hand. With higher temperature, the more thinning you need it. So you can see, if you follow this rule, it's pretty much giving a forgiving surface look and feel. Flattening out on the surface without any issues. If you're interested in the 2-component varnish lacquer brand, you can find in the video description what I'm using, but you can use any other brands. Beautiful results, look and feel. If you like the video,